Okay, in this video I'm going to be reading from the science textbook starting on page 110. So if you're not there now, pause the video, go ahead and get out your science textbook and open it to page 110, 110, and then you can join me and follow along. All right, so we're starting at the top. What are temperate deciduous forests? For a few months each year, the deciduous forests in some parts of North America are ablaze with color. This is when the leaves turn from green to the colors of autumn, red, orange, yellow, and brown, before falling to the ground. Deciduous means tending to fall off during a particular season. Deciduous forests are those in which the leaves fall off many of the trees when winter comes. So that's the difference between a regular forest and a deciduous forest. Is in a deciduous forest, those are the forests that have the trees where the leaves will fall off. Many of the forests that I've been to, and probably you have been to, are the evergreen type forests where they have the pine cones and the leaves, the needles don't all fall off. So you see, that's hence the name evergreen. Okay, continuing in the book. This enables the tree to conserve energy when sunlight is scarce. Deciduous trees include ash, oak, beech, hickory, and maple. When the leaves fall to the ground, they decay, making the soil very rich and fertile. Decomposers such as bacteria help break down the leaves. Deciduous forests also have species of evergreen trees. Most evergreen trees do not shed their leaves. Deciduous forests are found in eastern North America, northeastern Asia, and western and central Europe. In these forests, mosses, mushrooms, and ferns carpet the forest floor. Okay, moving on over to page 111. Animals in a temperate deciduous forest. You might observe birds such as cardinals, robins, crows, and hawks in deciduous forests. Under a rock, you might find a salamander, a frog, or a garter snake. Chipmunks, squirrels, mice, and deer move through the forest looking for food. Some forest animals are herbivores that eat nuts, berries, and leaves. Other animals, such as cougars, coyotes, bears, owls, and raccoons, are predators. Great horned owls live in forests throughout the Americas. Owls are very efficient hunters. They usually become active at twilight when the sun has almost set. They have very good eyesight and can spot the small animals that run along the forest floor. Their specialized feathers allow them to fly almost noiselessly. Deer often live in forests. These animals will eat almost any plants. The spotted coat of a young deer helps it hide in the dappled light of a forest. The number of deer has increased dramatically in some areas. Ferns and mosses have adaptations that allow them to survive in the weak light that penetrates the tree leaves. Fungi do not need light to survive. They get their energy from breaking down dead organisms. The red salamander is often found in damp places under rocks or logs. Some salamanders can take in oxygen through their skin. In many places, the number of these small creatures has declined dramatically. Okay, turning the page to 112. What are taigas and tundras? Taigas and tundras are biomes found in far northern regions. The climates in these regions include very cold winters. For this reason, tundras and taigas have fewer plant and animal species than other biomes. Taigas. Taiga is the Russian word for forest. A taiga is a cool forest of cone-bearing evergreen trees. It is sometimes called a boreal forest. Trees in the taiga grow in clusters that provide some protection against winter's cold and wind. The taiga of the northern hemisphere, which stretches across Eurasia and North America, is the world's largest biome. Taiga winters are very cold and summers are warm, rainy, and humid. These summer conditions encourage millions of insects to reproduce, which in turn attracts migrating birds. Taiga plant life is limited to the few species that can survive the rugged winters. These include trees such as pine, spruce, and hemlock, as well as low-growing lichens and mosses. Taigas are also home to predators such as lynx, wolverines, and bobcats. These animals hunt herbivores such as snowshoe hares, red squirrels, and voles. Page 113, Tundras. A tundra is a very cold, dry biome that includes a layer of permanently frozen soil. The frozen soil layer is called permafrost. Tundras cover about 20% of Earth's surface. In the northern hemisphere, tundras circle the North Pole and spread south to the taigas. The cold, dry tundra conditions limit the types of plants and animals that can survive there. The permafrost prevents trees and large plants from rooting. I'm going to read that sentence again because you get asked a question about it later. That sentence reads, "The permafrost prevents trees and large plants from rooting. However, mosses, grasses, lichens, flowers, and low shrubs can grow. They have adapted to resist the cold, harsh winds. Mammals such as snowshoe hares, caribou, and musk oxen feed on lichens and plants. Predators such as hawks, wolves, Arctic foxes, and polar bears feed on these herbivores and other animals. As in the taigas, summer brings many different species of insects which attract migratory birds." All right, thanks for following along. Now continue on your slides and continue on your paperwork in your Google Classroom. Don't forget to answer the talk about it question in your Google Classroom and read your classmates' responses as well, and see if you disagree or agree with them. Thank you.